3, 2, 1. Let's do this! My name is Monica and on this channel we will talk about fragrance and we're going to do vlogs. Well, I am, but if you're interested, press that subscribe button and the button next to it, which is a bell button, and let's get on with this video. Today we're going to talk about a brand new launch from the house of Salvatore Ferragamo. It's an Italian house. They do mainly actually fashion and horse ride. They started with horse riding equipment and clothes, and they actually progressed into fragrances now. So this is their newest launch, literally this month. It's called Signorina Ribelle. Pretty. Very nice box. Ribelle, I believe, means rebellious person. So the box does not really reflect that exactly because it's so hot pink. It's literally like millennial pink, but it's beautiful. It's the Eau de Parfum. I've got the 50ml version of it. Full disclosure, I got gifted this by the fragrance shop, so thank you so much guys for sending me the newest releases so I can let people know what I think of the newest releases in the fragrance world. So first up, we're going to talk about the bottle, because it's very important. Let's just stay honest and say sometimes we overlook certain fragrances because their package bottles are just horrible. So this one, it is a very nice little kind of cute package. I really like the glass, is quite heavy. The little bow is very cute. So the hardware has got a little pink shift. It looks very pretty. The bow, I must say, is not finished off in the greatest way. It's just cut. So this could be definitely like finished off nicer because this is a designer house fragrance. It's not any cheap. This, I believe, for 50ml, it costs £71, which is cheaper than niche perfumes, but still, this is quite pricey. I think it wouldn't cost them that much to finish off the bow a bit better, but okay, that's the packaging. Beautiful, nice, cute. The second thing we're going to talk about is the sprayer, because in my opinion, sprayers also are something that I really can either like or dislike a lot, because fragrances can be sprayed on and they can be just like spitted onto your clothes, and that's not a great sprayer if you've got like little dots of perfume on your clothes after spraying it. It should be a fine mist. So let's give this one a spray. Very nice. I love this sprayer. I'm going to spray it. Ooh, it's so fine. Very, very good. And I expect that for £71, I want a sprayer that is fine, that they have put some money into, so that it's definitely what they've done. What the closing, it's not the easiest to open and put back on, but it's fine. Now let's get to the juice of this fragrance. I have worn it yesterday evening for a full 6 hours and got my first impressions, and today I have been wearing it. I've sprayed it on this morning, this is the afternoon, and I have also asked my husband about his opinion on this fragrance. What they list as notes is actually ice cream, which is quite interesting, but I can totally see what they mean by ice cream. Ice cream, coconut, vanilla, white flowers. That is the main gist of this fragrance, and you can really smell it. First off, it's quite strong when you spray it on. It's beautiful, it's sweet. Later on, it stays the same. I would say it is a linear fragrance, but the sweetness becomes softer and all the notes blend together to become really soft, flowery, sweet, very elegant. I would say that this, if you like Black Opium by YSL, you would probably like this because this is such a likable fragrance. This is a more delicate, I would say, and more of a elegant fragrance for women. It's not very powerful in terms of sillage. So if you walk into a room, you probably won't be able to smell it on yourself, maybe even after a few hours, and other people would not necessarily know what you smell, but they would know that you smell good. I believe that this would be a great compliment to get her in a closer, kind of more intimate setting, because it is beautiful and it is a fragrance that doesn't need to be so powerful, because it's more appropriate for occasions that you don't need to like have your fragrance project in a crowd. It's more like a day-to-day fragrance, office setting, perfect. It's very, very sweet, girly, cute, and easy to wear. As for the longevity of it on the skin, I wore it for 6 hours yesterday evening when I received it and before I had a shower, and I must say I really like the opening of the fragrance, and then when it moves to kind of the middle of its stage of developing and the dry down, it is a bit challenging for myself because I'm not a huge fan of white flowers. And at the end, so at the 6 hour mark, you could barely smell it. So I smelled it really close before I got into the shower, my hand, and I was like smelling it, and I could not at all tell that there was any sweetness in this fragrance. So at the end, what you're left with is just straight up white flowers very close to the skin. If you are not a huge fan of white flowers, that might irritate you a little bit, but that's only after 6 hours. So you might just take this with you wherever you're going and just spray it, respray it, just so that you smell good. The longevity of it, it's not that great. I would say that it is a good quality fragrance. It's not excellent, because I usually expect my fragrances to beautifully develop through all the stages, and at the end I want to be left with a beautiful dry down that is also complex, maybe quieter than the opening but still complex. And this kind of, I felt like I was left with this fragrance feeling very bare on my skin. So you could tell that this is a designer fragrance and it's not niche, although some designer fragrances are excellent. But this is a new fragrance house that is only just starting to establish themselves in a fragrance community. I feel like they still have some work to be done, because for the same price point you could probably get a fragrance that is a bit more rounded in terms of the packaging, in terms of how it dries down. So although this is a beautiful fragrance, I think for me, because I have a problem with white flowers at the end, this is the one for me that I would take with me in a bag and just spray it after 2-3 hours, just so that I don't get this a bit like dirty white flower smell, because for me, I just don't like white flowers that much by themselves. But if you love white flowers, this fragrance would be for you. And it's, yeah, I don't think anybody could hate this fragrance. So if you're interested, give it a go. You might literally love it. If you love Black Opium but you can't wear it because it's just too headache inducing for you, this would be a nice alternative. It's still sweet, but it's not an overload of sweetness. At the end, I just want to mention that I have asked my husband for his impressions of this fragrance, and he actually does not like a lot of the fragrances that I personally buy, but he really loved this one. So this is just a no-brainer, a compliment getter. It is a very, very likable fragrance, and if you're a girl, I'm sure guys would love it. Let me know what other fragrances you would like me to review. I'd love to review them for you. Also, stay tuned for my weekly vlogs. I post every Monday and Friday, so remember that. Press the like button for this video and leave me some comments, because I love talking to you guys. Stay doing what you love, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!